and namaskar. First of all, vanakkam. Wish you all a very happy Women's Day. Honestly, I think 365 days should be Women's Day, but then we celebrate it once a year. I have no idea why. But having said that, happy Women's Day. So, yes. So, why are we gathered here today? Because we want to celebrate our first anniversary, which came within 6 months, man, of starting Bits and Banter.
So, thanks to the IPL, we got started, and thanks to the IPL, this edition is getting going.
We are still around. Anyway,
yes.
So the IPL schedule came. I think it is like everything else in this world today. I think there is a polarized view on IPL schedule also. What's your quick take on that, Bala?
It's a pretty interesting one, but you're right. Given the situation that the world is in now, this is something that was going to be happening, because initially they were talking about it being in Mumbai and Pune alone, but you have other venues also, which is kind of okay. They are not decided on the number of, allowing whether to allow the spectators or not. That is a decision that they will be taking later. But I was kind of happy with this, because you have to make do with this, because at least you are having matches in technically neutral venues. There are no home venues. So 16 matches spread over 6 venues, which is kind of okay, Raj.
Yeah. So and we also learned a new couple of words: cluster caravan. Just in case you don't know what that means. Essentially, the teams move from venue to venue. So initially they'll be playing in. The way it has been structured, it's very interesting actually. The first leg of the tournament happens in Mumbai and Chennai, 2 venues. The first 17 matches are played in these 2 venues. All of them will play. All the teams will play at these 2 venues. The second leg happens in Delhi and Ahmedabad, where you have 18 to 30. These are the match days. I'm saying match days and not matches, because there are matches. There are double headers. Yeah. So match days.
11 double headers to be precise.
30. Yes. And the third is in Bangalore and Calcutta, which is 31 to 45, and the knockouts are in Ahmedabad at the new.
And the Calcutta schedule is slightly fluid, given the
election
situation
scenario.
The schedule, they have announced the matches, but what matches will happen in Calcutta has not been released.
Yeah, no, they have said that, but it is not very clear whether the same matches will happen or not. I think they can go with it, because I think they have taken care of the fact that the election schedule doesn't, as of now, hamper.
Raj, let me make it clear. IPLs are more important than polls. If there are problems with it, they might as well shift West Bengal polls to Ahmedabad or anywhere else. Keep IPL at Kolkata.
Yeah, I know Mamata Banerjee will be damn thrilled if they can shift West Bengal polls to Tamil Nadu, for example.
But you can never put it past BJP to do that. Take West Bengal polls to
Ahmedabad. Yeah. So
jokes apart, let's get back to our
So, like Bala
it's a pretty interesting thing, because every team will play in for maximum 4 venues, but they need not travel more than thrice, right? Is that?
Yeah. So technically they'll be catching 4 flights. That is the way I see it. But I think it is. See, what happens is, for example, you have the Mumbai and Chennai. There could be a back and forth there for once. Same way, Delhi to Ahmedabad, there could be a. I was looking at the schedule put out by the BCCI, IPL, actually the IPL website. So that is what I could understand.
Yeah.
We are still trying to figure out things. So this was early morning, after a cup of hot coffee, I figured these things out. So that is the way it works. The interesting part, I think, Bala, you mentioned one. There is no home advantage per se. Now, the interesting part is, because we are still not sure whether crowds will come in or not. Otherwise, somebody can crib about home player advantage, which is different. Right? So imagine Punjab Kings playing in Bangalore, which they are.
Yeah. Which they are. Yeah. And Punjab is practically a Karnataka level B team.
And coached by a Karnataka player. So So another one, you have DC playing in Mumbai. So you have a lot of Mumbai players in DC. So I don't know whether it will work, but then since we are not sure about whether the crowds will be allowed or not, at least not in the initial phases, what we are hearing. Saurav Ganguly said that after halfway stage they will take a look at it. And also, Bala, I mean, I think I'll pick up on.
It is fine.
Yeah, I want to pick up on what you said. I mean, about initially they deciding on 3 venues in Maharashtra, and then moving away from that. What do you think happened there? Because they were talking about 3 venues, which is Mumbai, 2 venues.
Yeah, apparently what I'm hearing is the franchises wanted, because that would be too much of one thing in the same place. In India, that doesn't work, because franchises wanted certain things, because that is what will help. I mean, basically, IPL is all about spreading it across venues. So franchises apparently made this thing, because of course you're right about crowds not coming there. So this money from the crowds are certainly ruled out. But even for TV, but a different background or a different venue kind of adds some kind of an extra element to it. So it is what the various franchises apparently advised or recommended to the IPL governing.
So I have a theory. I have my own theory, as always. And as always, my theories are pretty theoretical. So one theory, of course. Yeah. So that goes without saying. Yeah. So one theory, of course, one theory, of course, is that. So I mean, you still don't know where COVID is going, right? And Maharashtra is leading the pack. So I think maybe BCCI played it safe, which is a great thing. By saying, okay, let us not put.
Obviously, those things are a factor. Those things are a factor. You're right.
Because see, the reason I'm saying that is because in UAE, when we played last, we had just 3 venues, and all of them were motorable, which is the same in the case of Mumbai and Pune, right? I mean, Pune Expressway, 2 hours you are in, you travel. That's it. But then I have another theory. So, like you said, Bala, there are no crowds, but television still needs advertising. No, you need to fill up the stadiums with advertisements.
So that is one of the things. Certainly,
yes. Money matters. So I think it is fine. I really don't have a problem.
And other also, see, they have to, if they all the teams and with all the support staff and other things, to if they are going to be packed in a single city, they have to find, because they are all have to be kept in a bio bubble, to find hotels and other things where you can find airtight bio bubbles. That would have been a challenge in a single city.
Yeah, although these guys are some of the arguments, some of the arguments against that was that now you need a bigger bubble, because when a person travels from one bubble to the other, right?
It's a logistical nightmare, but I think IPL can pull it off. If at all somebody can pull it off, it's the IPL governing board, because they've taken. I mean, let's face it, the UAE, it's a small venue in the sense it's a single city. It was one of the well-conducted IPLs that one can remember. They pulled it off.
The reason why there is a little concern is because of the recent PSL scenario, right? Where
PSL scenario, and I mean, I don't want to get there, but in India, quite unlike in UAE and other places, in India, you tend to take these rules with this. I mean, you don't take it too seriously sometimes for our own good. So India doesn't have a great record. When I say India, Indians don't have a great record in enforcing rules.
Yeah, so we are the sort of guys who actually wear our face mask below the nose. So which is okay.
What do I say? You are
that's the way it is. That is the reality. So,
but let's get back to the teams, Raj. I mean,
so I have another
team composition. Yeah,
team composition probably we'll get to some other time, right? I mean, the big teams we need to discuss separately.
No, in the sense, see, some of those teams had changed tinkered around with the team with the certain venue in mind. Now those
so that goes
strategies will
go away.
That is being hit for a 6, because that is a first hit of 6 in this IPL.
Yeah. So I have some other strategies also. Yeah, I have some other strategies also. Yeah. So for example, I mean, the double headers, you actually have double headers on day 10, 17, 21, 24, 30, 31, 35, 38, 43, and 45. That many double headers. There are 10 of them.
11 of them.
Actually, there I could only count 10. I mean, there could be one where there are 2 double headers. Same day, two are being played, or 4 are being played, something like that. So I found that
possibly.
Most of the teams are playing. Most of the teams are playing 3 matches, 3 double headers.
Yeah.
which is
6
fine.
teams will play 3 afternoon matches and 2 teams will play 2 afternoon matches.
Afternoon matches. Yeah, that's correct. So, which is interesting because I think CSK probably, I mean, I'm not counted again. I think CSK probably is one which plays 2 afternoon matches for some reason. I'm not sure about this. Yeah.
I mean, it's quite possible, man, given the preponderance of oldies in the team. See, they will come under a different category because senior citizen category. Man.
Yeah.
They are eligible for certain relaxations of rules.
So maybe they should change their name to SCK, man.
We'll keep those things
for later. Yeah. For later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one interesting thing is that I think the last double-headed, I mean, the last match of the tournament of the pre-knockout stage is RCB CSK. So, I mean, does that suggest that Dhoni is, they have already decided, no, CSK is not going to go into the knockouts? I hope not.
Yeah, but Dhoni no, I hope not. And Dhoni likes to take it to the D. So perhaps he'll clinch the playoffs. Say, I mean, playoff place for CSK with the mighty 6.
Or he might announce on the last day that he is actually playing next IPL also. So big deal, man. What's the big deal? Dhoni is Dhoni.
Yeah,
I mean, Tale
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because definitely not.
Correct. So I mean, so see, these were some of the interesting pieces which I gleaned out of the IPL, the schedule itself.
But I don't have much of a complaint because
no complaints. Honestly, no complaints.
There was some criticism on the social media platform, which is, I mean, if you're going to look at social media platform, they are bound to criticize everything at the end of the day.
Poor Imran Khan. You saw that Imran Khan meme going around?
No.
Bade,
what is that?
Bade. He goes on saying Bade, but he doesn't remember what is Bade. And then he has been taken to the cleaners now.
I mean, nobody is left.
So he starts off saying ye bade. Then he forgets kya bade.
There are no holy cows on the social media.
I know.
They criticize even the blemishless things like bits and banters. So
I know.
We might be. So you never know, Raj.
I know. So honestly, I think you and I are in agreement, surprisingly, that the IPL needs to be played, and this is the best way to play it. And you actually have to.
In terms of days, they have slightly curtailed it so that it helps Indian cricket team to go to England and get acclimatized for the World Test Championship.
Plus,
so that's one of those things.
Plus, they have also ensured that some of the players who might have gone back earlier might stay back a bit later also, towards the latter part of the calendar where there was a clash. They by reducing it, so essentially I think they have done a pretty good job with it. I mean, I would say they have done a pretty good job with the entire thing.
Pretty good job. See, the IPL going ahead is pretty good, and it's also important for a lot of players for the Indian seen from the Indian context, because Indian think tank needs to see the form of its players ahead of this October World T20 that is supposed to happen in India. So you need to have this IPL so to get the situation of the players and the form they are in, because some of the players are knocking on the door. Somebody like Surya Kumar Yadav, Rati Vetia, plenty of others. So it will help the think tank to gauge properly whether they are fit for the international run or anything. So it will be interesting, Raj.
Yeah. So I feel overall, I think they have done a pretty decent job with the way they have structured the calendar, because it's not an easy job. It's not a joke. I mean, if you think about it, you have 8 teams or 7 teams playing, or 8 teams playing against each other. So the number of matches sort of go high. And what they have done this time is they have, for some reason, I have not looked at the dates and the schedule on my calendar. So there is a doubleheader on Wednesday. There are 2 doubleheaders on Thursday. Plus, of course, the Sunday ones are normal, and Saturday, Sunday doubleheaders are there. So
Raj, imagine the workload on us, man, because we are going to come live after every match. So imagine us doing those things.
Yeah, which makes us, I think this is the right time to invite guys who are watching and say, boss, come online and be with us, man. I mean, otherwise we are dead. It's like CSK playing an afternoon match here. We can't go on and on.
See, imagine we are so old here. We are older than CSK players, man.
I know. So I think we'll stop there before we we take this to another level. So yeah, so I mean, overall, Bala, final word on IPL. What's your thought? I mean, what do you think?
I'm
about
happy because I'm always happy. I'm happy whenever IPL comes back. I mean, touch wood, they have gone ahead without any break so far on all the seasons. And they have shown certain amount of inventiveness and some creativity in structuring it in such a way there isn't room for much complaint. Obviously, there are issues, but I think we can be satisfied with what has been offered, not just for the Indian team. I mean, from the Indian scenario, the international players, not just from India and other places, will also have nothing much to complain.
Yeah, I agree with that. See, what I'm seeing is that, I mean, I'm sure that if these guys can plan out such a calendar, I'm sure they will plan out the logistics also, because you have chartered flights, you have the ability to charter flights.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the point. That is the point. Every team is going to travel by chartered flights.
And then you can have, I mean, you can have a sanitized area in every airport, because we are talking about large cities with big airports. Ahmedabad being the sole exception, although Ahmedabad airport is also not very small. The other cities, Mumbai has a T2, which is massive. Delhi has T3, which is massive. Kolkata, it's fine. Kolkata has a reasonably large airport. So Bangalore, big airport. So pretty much all the cities they have gone to, they have pretty good airport infrastructure.
I'm very happy that you didn't talk about Chennai airport, because let's not talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, which is okay. Chennai. So which is why probably they're starting off.
It's not a great airport.
Yeah, which is why they're starting off there, I guess.
Not a great airport. Yeah.
So yeah, so on that note, I think we'll call it quits today.
Call it a day.
Call it a day, and we'll see you when the England India white ball series starts, which starts on Friday, I think, right? This Friday. Oh, when is it? Yeah. So we'll see you then. Till then, take care and stay safe and have a good week ahead. Thank you. Bye bye. Jai Hind.
Bye.
Bye.